welcome to the Pointing Finger, everybody, the toughest track on the schedule, or at least that's what most drivers call it, Road Atlanta. The round of Georgia is here today at one of the fan-favorite tracks. Drivers don't typically like this track too much because it is so difficult, mainly because of that turn 2 through 5 section of the track. Actually, it's more like, I don't know, more like 8 turns there, because they don't seem to count the S's as a turn. But I digress. It is probably the most difficult track on the schedule simply because it is so different. It's very hard to set up a car for this track because you've got a very slow section between 1 through 5, and you've got the really long, fast back straightaway called Death Valley from turn 7 through like 10A, which 8 and 9 aren't really turns. Well, they kind of are, but they're flat out. Except in qualifying when it was raining, they weren't flat out. It was bucketing down rain, and William Brock, a rookie from Georgia right here at his home track, surprisingly got the pole. Kenny Myatt, who's starting third and is the winningest driver at this track, said he called it the finest display by a rookie ever, and the most composure that a rookie has ever shown, or that a rookie has shown in a long time. Myatt, like I said, will be starting third today. On Brock's outside, you'll have Nathan McCain, and behind that you have Charles Sanford, all of which Brock, McCain, Myatt, and Sanford took a very cautious approach in qualifying due to the rather intense weather. However, that brings up another problem. All these cars, for the most part, are set up for wet weather. So they're set up pretty stiff, it looks like, and not as loose as they used to be. Now, that could be good because the cars might not be sliding around as much, but they are going to be a little bit slower. They're set up for wet weather, and the track is pretty much dry today. The teams are doing as much as they can to get it into a dry weather setup, but there's only so much they can do. So, really, it's going to be an open book. We don't know what'll happen here, like typical Road Atlanta races. It's predicted to be unpredictable. It is predicted to be unpredictable, and expect this race to be its typical crazy self. Final note, all Georgia drivers from Georgia, the Harts and Jake Baskinger, along with Brock, will be starting in the top 10. So, I think I've gone on long enough. Let's go down to the starting, let's go down to the grid for the start of the race. And 42 drivers are here at Road Atlanta, ready to embark on what Kenny Myatt calls the most hellish 130 miles ever. Green flag is out. Brock gets a great start. McCain doesn't. Myatt gets a great start from third, as does Sanford in fifth. I misspoke, apparently, in the pre-race stuff when I said Charles Sanford was fourth. He's actually fifth on the grid. And Brock took off. Brock wants to get away here. Brock has been absolutely magnificent here at Road Atlanta. And now, here they go, down the hill. This has got to be the cleanest start I've ever seen at Road Atlanta. They all are minding their P's and Q's today. They know that this kind of track is not easy to mess with, and William Brock takes off with the lead. Yes, there were no cars, none of the 42 cars wrecked at Road Atlanta. Myatt got up to second position. Kenny Myatt really wants to prove that he's still the best at this track. But the most hellish 130 miles of these drivers' season has begun. And down Death Valley they come. No wrecks yet. There is a tight battle there for fourth with Noah Hart, Charles Sanford, and Jake Baskinger. Baskinger looked to try and get by Noah Hart, and actually Jacob Hart starting to get in there. 3 Georgia natives and Charles Sanford there battling for position. The 4th Georgia native's in the lead, the rookie William Brock. However, I don't know if that's going to last long. Kenny Myatt is all over the back of Brock now. Myatt's proving that he knows this track better than most. And now, he's diving. Up the hill he comes. The 9, the king of Road Atlanta, is going to take the lead going down the hill here. And he gets it. Myatt to the lead. Didn't last long before Kenny Myatt realized he would have to pounce on this race. Brock is going to fall back pretty quickly there. Despite getting his great start, he didn't get a very quick lap time there, and Myatt really closed in on the end of the lap. A little further back, Nathan McCain really didn't get a good lap there, and we got to make sure that nobody else wrecks. Still,
Out of the 42 drivers, no one has wrecked yet. Is this Road Atlanta or is this an imposter track? The drivers have been immensely good today, and they have been cooperating well. And actually, they're racing pretty hard, too, and they have not even wrecked yet. Up Death Valley for the second time here. This is possibly the longest straightaway of the entire season, or longest flat-out portion of the entire season. There are a couple at Port Skyline next weekend that are just as long. However, it looks like they are minding their P's and Q's. A couple of cars got off into the dirt there. However, look at this racing. On the start of this race, this is something we've never seen at Road Atlanta because they're normally busy trying to kill each other. Down the hill they come now. Here's Josh Travell and Tyler Thaver. They've been in a heated battle since the start of this race. On lap 3, looks like Travell's going to lose out there, but he is going to be a serious threat as this race continues onward. And now you got Andrew Cross. He's looking really strong as well, setting some pretty quick lap times. Go back up to the front. Myatt is opening up a big lead over Brock. And actually, it looks like Nathan McCain, Noah Hart, and Basking are now closing in on Brock. There's a small angle from the blimp cam. Up the hill they come for the third time, and Brock's car seems to be set up with a more conservative setup than everybody else, and, well, it looks like Noah Hart's got the most aggressive setup because he's looking really strong. However, the clean racing wouldn't last long as there's Henry Sanford going upside down after getting into Andrew Cross there. Sanford was looking cautiously optimistic into this weekend. He took a lot of notes from his teammate Kenny Myatt. However, that's all going to go to naught right there. This one started, I think, when Cross got a little bit cattywampus here coming out of the chicane there, and comes right up in front of Matt Duncan. Duncan and Cross there, and then that's where Henry Sanford goes up, and Thanos also got a piece there, and it looks like a small piece went to the Red Bull there of Vincent Allen. But a couple of cars would fall out from that race. But for Road Atlanta, that is an amazing start, believe it or not. Tough break for the 4 that got taken out, but that was a great start by these drivers. However, it didn't take long for a second wreck to happen when that would be Katone Nakagawa and Kyle Schock would turn Kyle Schock Jr. into the tire wall. Schock would fall out of the race. Tough break. On the next lap as well, this time it'd be the other Menervini. This time it'd be Polyakov. Gets into Martinage. Martinage would go into the wall. I'm not sure if he'd fall out from this wreck. However, John Martinage would have some serious front-end damage, and I think he actually would fall out. But Polyakov, after shockingly winning Daytona, Menervini has been proving that they're back to, I think, their normal rear-of-the-field selves here. They haven't been too strong today, and I think they just were strong at Daytona simply because of the horsepower restrictions. Close racing here between James Shelley and Nick Mace. They've been battling for the last couple of laps. It's lap 6 now. Shelley is looking really strong on Mace here. They're racing really hard through these S-bends, and Shelley's going to make the move done. I'm guessing these wet weather setups are actually making these cars easier to handle, so we're actually getting a pretty thrilling race out of Road Atlanta today, as we're not used to seeing this. But Shelley is looking really strong, along with a couple of other drivers here. Going up the order, Cavagnaro in the Binghamton looks really good. That car, despite having a V10, doesn't seem to have a whole lot of power, but he's quick on these kind of aerodynamic tracks. And now you got Kenny Myatt get a big lead. William Brock lost second to Noah Hart. We'll take a look and see what Hart did to get by both McCain and Brock. This is how Hart got by Brock, and Brock's going to learn something a bit here. Brock is a rookie, of course, who's been immensely fast this weekend. However, Noah Hart's just proving that he can get right to the inside here, make a great move there entering turn 1. And Brock's going to try and fight back a little bit, but he's just not as quick back on the throttle. I think Brock's playing this race right. I don't think he thinks he can win this race. However, I think Brock is betting on this race being a race of survival, which it really hasn't been. I mean, this track has not been a race of survival. Today, at least. And, well, he's been playing this race rather smart, and he wants to really pick up the track. He only got the pole, I think, because of the wet weather that we had in practice. And now, well, Brock's looking really strong, though. Brock will be a star in this series, I have a feeling. The Mentervini Army of Wrecking has now just taken out another one. Actually, that was more Ryan Griffin's fault, but Griffin would fly off the track into the kitty litter over there. Top break for Ryan Griffin. Kenny Myatt, however, is by far the fastest thing out on the track right now. Myatt is running away with this so far in the 9 car. He is about, I think, 3/10 faster than anybody else here. Typical Road Atlanta, Kenny Myatt is looking immensely strong today. And he's been actually really helpful with the rookies this weekend. He posted a video. He took the helmet cam this weekend, and he posted a video of how you rookies should drive this track. And actually, Myatt had a slower lap that time. And hold on, we'll get to Saren in a minute. But actually, Noah Hart was a little quicker than him, but... No, he wasn't. Never mind. But Kenny Myatt has been really helpful with the rookies this weekend. And showing them the ropes around this track. This track is probably the hardest on rookies. And, well, Kenny Myatt's been really helpful with them. Well, this one would be 2 beautiful cars, being the 96 and the 27 car. Would make some contact here when Travell would lose it a little bit, and both would fall out of the race because of that. That's a typical Road Atlanta wreck. We kind of see that kind of stuff where the entire, where you can lose control of the car at the top of the hill like that. Tough break for both of them. Noah Hart is breaking away a little bit from the field there, and with Myatt, actually has looked like he's burned a bit of his tires off. Hart is actually really closing in on him here. Noah Hart is. So Noah Hart, I believe, has won his home race before here at Road Atlanta. He's got to be very careful, though. He's going up against one of his old stomping ground members back in the old days around this track. Kenny Myatt up there. I think Noah knows how good he is around this track, and Noah typically isn't a road course racer, but Noah has picked up quite an affinity for this track, and Road Atlanta tends to be one of his better road courses. I don't know why, because Road Atlanta tends to be really hard on the oval racers, or the ones who specialize on ovals, but Road Atlanta tends, well, Noah Hart's just an anomaly to that. Pass for 4th position now. Jake Baskinger dives it up the inside of last year's winner, Nathan McCain. This track actually gets a little bit of a cult following where there were rumors that the fans wanted this to be wanted the most difficult track on the schedule to be the season finale, where they wanted Road Atlanta to be the championship deciding race. And Kay Latani was actually, the CEO of the series, was actually playing up into that a little bit, saying, maybe for season 21 we'll consider it, Road Atlanta being the finale. It would lose its patented date, but I think this track could actually be a finale simply because of how difficult it is. But look at this racing a little further back with McCain. McCain's, of course, been falling back, but this kind of really close racing, we've never seen that before here. And look at Sean Angel on the outside of a corner, might be able to pull off a move here if he just gets back to throttle. No, Jacob Hart's really quick back onto the throttle. But I think that Porsche, believe it or not, compared to the V8, I think, no, those are both turbo V6 cars, but Sean Angel seems to have a little bit more straight line speed down Death Valley than the 19 car. And that's where I think the FBR of Noah Hart and Jacob Hart have been losing a little bit of time to everybody else, is that their cars are more set up for the corners compared to the straightaways. Well, Myatt's isn't either. Myatt's not a very fast straight line speed looking at the speed trap chart, but look at this racing. Sean Angel and Jacob Hart are having a thrilling battle around this track, and this is something we've never seen before out of this track. Road Atlanta is proving to be one of the best racing tracks I've seen in a long time for road courses. Look at this. Going up the hill, Jacob Hart versus Sean Angel. They've been side by side nearly oh boy, there goes Van der Pesch and Thaber. I just saw that there. Van der Pesch and Thaber lost control of the car. Here it is again. Van der Pesch and Thaber. This is not what they wanted to see, and well, from the DirecTV blink cam, they would both fall out of the race. Nice cyan color on that 44 car this week. Kenny Myatt is coming in on his in-lap for his first pit stop. Noah Hart's going to stay out. Hart has been a little bit slower that time around. Myatt saved a little bit there. And we're going to see what the 9's going to do here. Not a whole lot of cars, I think. Well, Brock came in, Angel came in, McCain came in. Sanford's in. Sanford's falling back on the start. Sanford's known for his qualifying ability, but tends to lose a bit in the race. I was thinking Road Atlanta could be a race where he could finally get that first win. Aaron Perkins is in. So this is another thing about Road Atlanta we tend to see is a lot of pit strategy games. tend to take place here at Road Atlanta. We're going to see here. Here comes Myatt out of the pits. Pretty decent pit stop, but now it's Noah Hart's chance now. There's Brock and it looks like Brock and McCain are coming out of the pits. Brock beat McCain out. McCain has not been very quick today, or the KIR hasn't been. V12. It was strong. I think it was only because of Nathan McCain's calm demeanor that he got up that high, because I don't think the KIR would have been that fast. I mean, looking back, let's see where his teammate Alex Allen is. Alex Allen's been in mid-pack all day. But look at this. Two orange car, the tangerine car versus the orange car. Roman Rahal versus Cooper Siren. They are another group that's been side by side the majority of this race. I mean, we're almost seeing... This is why the fans love Road Atlanta, is it's such a competitive track. Lots and lots of thrilling racing around this track. I love it. Oh boy, looks like the car in front got a little bit wide and wonky there. Rahal's coming in. That was Martini that went off there. So Noah Hart is in the pits. The Georgia native, I'm sorry, that's Jacob Hart, not Noah Hart. Noah Hart is also in the pits. And now he is coming out of the pits, and I believe that it was Myatt further up the road. Yes, it was. Kenny Myatt is pretty far up the road right now. Noah Hart lost a bit of time there. His tires were falling off, and by trying to push to catch Myatt, and Myatt now has opened up a bigger lead. Jacob Hart now is onto the back end of Nathan McCain. McCain gained a couple of spots on the pit road cycle, as Sean Angel is now battling with Michael Cavagnaro, who gained a lot of spots on the pit road cycle. Michael Cavagnaro did. And, well, Jake Baskinger actually has worked his way up into third position, but Brock looks a little bit faster than Baskinger right now. That could be an interesting showdown right there. Brock v. Baskinger, two Georgia natives going to be fighting at it at their home track. Brock looks like he's picked up this track pretty quickly in the dry, and now he is looking really... His car's fast down the straights. I think Brock's car is one of the fastest cars down the straightaway. And Brock looks a little bit actually more composed than Baskinger coming out of that chicane complex there. That's 10A and 10B. Oh, a lot of cars on pit road. Looks like we might have had another wreck. No other wreck. It was just some cars pitted a little bit later than everybody else. Here comes Brock. He's all over the back of Baskinger now. William Brock is looking for... This could be a really thrilling race for Brock. I mean, career-making race. A lot of people pegged him to be the one driver to lose his ride in the middle of the season, amongst other things. And just by getting a pole at Road Atlanta, I think eliminated that. He did overcook it a little bit there. I believe that would be turn 7. But coming up the hill, up Death Valley, now he's got to deal with Nathan McCain, who is, I think, the fastest car in a straight line on this track. Down Death Valley in the speed trap. And he did pull alongside of Brock there. But Brock is looking very composed for his young age. I'm glad to see William Brock out there doing the best he can for the rookies, because the rookies across the board, with the exception of the 41, have been pretty crummy this weekend. Allie Nelson and Nick Mace have stayed out longer than everybody else. They're planning on going for one less stop than everybody else, and they're going to slot in around 12th and 15th. Going to be a very interesting showdown for them. At the top of the hill, Kenny Myatt compared to Noah Hart. Myatt's gaining. Myatt's pulling on Hart. Actually, that last lap he wasn't pulling on Hart, but it looks like this lap he is. The 9 is kind of what's to be expected here. Myatt tends to be, when we get to Road Atlanta, one of the serious threats of this race, and that 9 car looks really composed like it normally does. Nick Pericles would have a scary moment here when battling with Martini, starts sliding around, and Shelton goes off the track and would lose control of it, trying to get back going again and bit it into the tire wall. So tough break for Jessica Shelton. Brock would finally get by Baskinger here, going down Death Valley, but we're going to see which car's faster down the straightaways. Will it be the Lexus or the Jaguar? Or will Nathan McCain try something really wonky in that car? Looks like McCain might, but looks like Brock got it there. Obviously, I think the Lexus would be faster than the V6 Turbo. And McCain would slide off the track and lose a spot to Jacob Hart, so... Man, Road Atlanta's being thrilling today. Look at this! This is the kind of racing we didn't expect here. They are... Look at this. They were 2x2 a while ago entering the chicane. There's Nakagawa in 22nd, or 21st, actually. Hudson, Alex Allen, Ike Durbin, Paul Thanos, Nico Polyakov, and one of the Red Bulls, DJ Curtis, all within, I'd say, about a second and a half, 2 seconds of each other. This is immense racing here. This is for 19th with Pericles, because I'm going to add them in there, through 26th. They are all over a blanket right now, 18 laps into the race. Thrilling racing. I cannot believe that this is Road Atlanta. Noah Hart right now is setting some pretty quick laps, however, Myatt's setting even quicker laps. You know, I think Noah Hart's really trying his heart out, and I think he's just got to hope that something happens to the 9. That 9 looks pretty much unbeatable right now. Now, the 18 car is looking pretty strong there. William Brock is looking really strong, but Jacob Hart's now coming onto the scene as, I think, the fastest car on track. With time, Jacob Hart could be a threat if he keeps up this pace. He's got to get by Baskinger, though, who isn't easy to get by. The immensely quick William Brock is also going to be a nice challenge for Jacob Hart. Contact here between Roman Rahal, getting a little bit too aggressive there on Paul Thanos. And around they would go. Rahal, Roman, I think that was just a little bit too hard there. Next time I wouldn't do that. Thanos pretty much was an innocent bystander in that mess. Jacob Hart actually lost some time when he was, he slid off the track a little bit there, and Nathan McCain got by him. So now, McCain's actually quicker than the 2 leaders now. Myatt and Hart. Actually, Myatt's a little bit quicker than Hart right now, but actually Brock's quicker than both of them. McCain's right now the fastest car on track, it looks like. I'm not seeing anybody in the 15.3s like him. Yeah, 15.4 by Nathan Hudson going pretty quick. Oh, no, that was a 15.9. Somebody had a 15.4, I want to say, but 146.482. Lap of the century there. Ooh, DJ Curtis going pretty quick toward the back of this grid as well. He's just buried in traffic, but a little further back. Yeah, typical normal stuff, really. There are some cars further back that are faster than 2 liters right now, but I think the 2 leaders are playing it pretty cautious right now. They don't want to get overzealous right now. Maybe Hart could afford to go a little bit quicker, but Myatt right now I think has really toned down his speed. Back up to some of the battles of the century now. They're trying to get by Paul Thanos, the 2 Tanakas, running 14th and 15th. They're trying to get by Thanos. Thanos isn't exactly quick. Biggest loser in this whole race has been Charles Sanford, falling back to 16th position. Yeah, some have been wondering why Sanford still has a ride with DNC, but he does gain a spot there on Delise. Delise got held up by Thanos, and I think Delise gave Thanos the one-fingered salute there. Tony Nakagawa would slide a little bit wide here. They would try a little bit of 3-wide racing there, and Nathan Hudson really didn't have time for that. And Nakagawa gets wrecked in the process of it, so tough break for Katone Nakagawa. Another big mover right now is Michael Cavagnaro. Cavagnaro up to 7th position. He is looking pretty quick right now. He's right on the tail end of Jacob Hart. This is where things for Jacob Hart need to start going right, because Cavagnaro is one of the more aggressive drivers out there, I think. He sure has his father's aggression. But Jacob Hart, he knows what he's doing. He's one of the veterans of this sport. Younger brother to the 2nd place runner. And I don't think Jacob Hart's going to let some kid beat him that easy. Big battle here for 10th position. That is between Skylar Johnson and Allie Nelson, two of the female drivers on the grid. And Nick Mace is also getting into this battle. Nick Mace, the former most popular driver on the grid. Last couple of years it hasn't been. He hasn't been the most popular driver, but yeah, Kenny Myatt's just running away with it right now. But he's looking like he's going to bring it down pit road. Noah Hart needs to. His tires look pretty much shot, but he's staying out. He wants to see if a pit strategy call could help him out a little bit there. Which is probably... He needs tires, but... I think Noah Hart might be trying to go a couple laps further than everybody else. Which is going to be beneficial because the way it's looking, they might need a pit stop late, some of these cars. And if Noah Hart can pull it off, he could get away with one less pit stop and effectively win the race. So Noah Hart might be doing a fuel conservation kind of race here to try and make sure he can last longer. So we can cut down on a stop. It would be a tough, a tight order to do, but he could do it. I think they sometimes call him the fuel master, fuel, and Noah Hart is one of the best at saving fuel in the field. And, well, here he comes into the pits. And now we're going to see. You got to get a good pit stop, though, I think. You got to really fill it up, but be quick with it. It's going to be a tough order. I think the cars that are coming in later are going to try and get away with one less pit stop than everybody else. We'll see where the 9 is. The 9 of Myatt is, well, is going to take the lead back, it looks like. He's got Ryan Griffin, a pretty slow car in front of him. And he came out kind of with Cooper Siron. Cooper Siron is probably going to go for a two-stop strategy. So there are a couple of people here that should be, sorry, something fell on my desk over there. But, Noah, it looks like there are going to be some drivers that are going to be willing to risk a tire strategy gamble right now. And Myatt, I think, just walloped away with the lead right there. And right now, Myatt is battling with cars that he is fighting for position with. They haven't pitted yet, but these cars, I have a feeling, are going to try and chance it. They're coming in a lap later than everybody else. Siren now has to get by the slow Ryan Griffin, but that's going to make things pretty easy. And I think Myatt isn't really pouncing on them like maybe he should. I mean, whoa, Myatt's actually sliding a bit wide there. If I'm Kenny Myatt, I'd be really pushing, trying to get as much as I can out of this car and make the other people maybe try and race you to lose fuel. And now you got Nathan Hudson all over him because Myatt had a bad run out of that corner, and Hudson's actually going to pass him for position, I think, which is actually going to hurt Hudson because Hudson, I think, has to pit this time. And if he's alongside, he can't pit, and no, Nathan Hudson's got to stay out because he's battling with Myatt. Actually, so's Cooper Siron staying out, so there is a definite pit strategy game here. Vincent Allen, Allie Nelson, Nick Mace, Cooper Siron, and Nathan Hudson, they're all trying to play it here. And if Myatt's struggling to try and get by cars that aren't even on his own pit strategy, that could be something very interesting coming up here. The battle for the lead might be between Allie Nelson and Vincent Allen for all we... Well, right now it is, but for the battle for the win might actually go between them if it comes down to fuel strategy. Nathan Hudson, along with, I believe, everybody else, would bring it down pit road this time. So now you're starting to see, well, now Myatt's the leader again. Noah Hart, who has been a little bit better through the traffic, I believe. No, actually, Myatt's been faster, but Noah Hart, who has, I think, dealt with the traffic a little bit, or had less of it, is in second position. Myatt, we know, is going to have to do an extra pit stop compared to what we think some of these other cars get. Noah Hart's going to be really close. But it looks like some of these other cars on this late strategy are going to try and go one less stop. So now Myatt and Hart, well, Myatt especially, needs to really punch it and set some really quick laps that he can gain the time back that he would lose the cars who were making one less pit stop, because it wasn't a whole lot of time, maybe like 8 seconds, but gaining 8 seconds back isn't easy. Big battle here. Training cars are stuck behind John Martinage. It's between Michael Cavagnarola and Sean Angel. They've been getting into a heated battle the last couple times. McCain has actually fallen behind them a little bit. This is a battle for 7th position. Actually, the second place man, Cooper Siren, is still on pit road. Cooper Siren's had a mechanical problem, it looks like, and Orv stayed out an extra lap. Yeah, no, Cooper Siren stayed out an extra lap, so Cooper Siren is going to go for it. Cooper Siren's going to roll the dice. And if he pulls off a couple more pit stops, he could definitely make it, I think. But he lost position on track to Myatt, so he's going to have to get some of it back. But this could be an excellent pit strategy call. He's up to about 19th position on track. And just out of curiosity, where is the 9? The 9's going down Death Valley now, entering the chicane. Would he lose that much time, though, from an extra pit stop? And especially with Myatt being one of the fastest cars out there on track. That's going to be a tall order, I think. But Myatt doesn't look that quick right now. Noah Hart's actually quite a lot quicker than Myatt at this stage of the race. No, he's not. In fact, William Brock's the fastest car out there right now, and he's catching Noah Hart. So this is where things are getting really, really interesting. Excuse me. And Noah Hart might lose second to Brock. The only thing I can think of now is Brock is on Myatt's strategy. Hart could be sandbagging to save fuel. I mean, saving fuel now will end up helping him up later on. So, Noah Hart could end up playing a really important and integral tire strategy, or not tire, but fuel strategy game here. By letting Myatt run away right now, play rapid, Myatt's pretty much set in his fuel strategy. He's not going to try and go for it. However, Hart, because he pits a lap later than Myatt, does have a chance to play an interesting game here. Brock, though, is the fastest car on track. Actually, no, now Noah Hart is. Myatt's pretty slow right now. Looks like maybe Myatt's trying to save a little gas. Maybe to hit a fuel window, which we're going to have to see about what time Myatt's going to come in, because it's looking like his fuel windows are about 12 to 13 laps. So, that's an interesting game. It's a really interesting fuel strategy game that Myatt's going to do. However, it's not typical Road Atlanta without more shenanigans, and we get one here with Allie Nelson battling with James Shelley. Nelson would lose control of the car, and Nelson was, of course, one of those cars on that wacky strategy. Man, R.O. Rusu might need new pants after that one, but yeah, Nelson and Delise are not looking, well, Delise was an innocent bystander there, and Nelson was a little bit too aggressive there. Well, Nelson aggression go hand in hand. And actually, whoa! Sanford and the Zimmer Bionics car of the 93 of Paula Thanos nearly made contact there, and Thanos nearly wrecked because of it. Now is Brock's chance. Brock got a better run off the corner there. Noah Hart had a pretty slow run, actually, off the corner. Brock might try and make a move for second position now. And it looks like he is. Brock has a bigger engine, too. Has more straight line speed. But Noah Hart with an aggressive block there. I kind of saw that one coming. Hart's throwing Brock off the road. So, Noah Hart is giving Brock a Racing 101, an ARCSOA Elite Series Racing 101 lesson here. But here comes Brock back to the inside. Brock realizes he has a faster car than Hart right now. And comes over the hill. And, well, Brock is going to get the position. No, he's not yet. Noah Hart and Brock are side by side. Hart's going to get the spot back. What a race drivers. Meanwhile, Kenny Myatt's saved enough fuel, it looks like, and is back to setting some pretty quick lap times. No, 15.8s aren't that fast, but he's faster than these two. Actually, Baskinger now is the fastest car on track with a 15.3. I wonder if Myatt's trying to, I think, change his strategy by going with some really slow lap times to try and get back into this. Or what he's doing is he's padding his lead pretty much. And he's making sure that he's not going to wreck his car. Which is, he's went a little faster that time, but yeah, these two are not that quick right now, and Baskinger's reeling him in, slowly but surely. Baskinger's Baskinger that time isn't. Here comes Brock up the inside now. Hart's gonna fight. Hart's gonna fight. And now this is where things are gonna get wild now through this S complex. And Hart's gonna do the same move again, holding Brock off. But see, this is the kind of racing we're expecting out of Road Atlanta. Skylar Johnson is in 10th position. Looking actually pretty quick here. We got another quick close battle with Vincent Allen trying to get by the laps of Tamara DeLeaf's car, who had to pit. Vincent Allen, keep in mind, is on that really aggressive strategy where he's going to definitely try and cut in and go for one less stop than everybody else. So Vincent Allen's a car that you're going to watch, and he's actually setting some slow lap times. So he's definitely playing fuel save. A lot of these cars back here are on that strategy where they're going to try and be really kind of aggressive there. And whoa! Nick Mace nearly paid the price there with the 89 car there, the Tanaka of DeLeaf. DeLeaf nearly won Daytona, was a lap for winning Daytona. Actually, Cavagnaro, I think, just touched the grass. Noah Hart now is getting away from William Brock. It looks like Hart's now setting some faster times than him. Myatt's going a little bit quicker, too. This looks like a fuel-saving run. I think Myatt might be trying to change his strategy, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't think he's that good at saving fuel at this stage. It's been a miserable day for Minervini, and Nico Polyakov, the Daytona winner, was trying to get by Paul Athenos and would be knocked into the tire walls and out of the race. Tough break for Polyakov. So now you're starting to see a very interesting thing here. Myatt stayed out an extra lap. He's a little slower, but Myatt's staying out laps. You've got Brock and Hart, Hart's now really turning on the burners now, trying to get up to Myatt. I think Hart maybe got the word that he has enough fuel to maybe make it. Myatt, well, not make it, but he has enough fuel to beat his number. The question is will Myatt be able to pit with about 13 to the end? I'm seeing Myatt is going longer. He's definitely going longer. This is, I think, his 14th lap on this stint. Might actually try something here. Myatt might be changing strategies late into this race as well. The one that this is really hurting is Cooper Siren, because Cooper Siren really thought, I think, he could get away with something here and maybe sneak a win in here. But right now it's looking like everybody's picking up onto his strategy, and it isn't paying off well for him. Close racing here between James Shelley, Roman Rahal, Vincent Allen, and Arl Ryusu. This is actually for a top, well, Rahal's a lap down, but this is actually for a pretty decent position right now. Putting 11th. They're trying to get by Rahal, who is damaged and slow. And Ryusu is trying something. He's getting aggressive there with Rahal, but it's a little late there. So Myatt's in on 38, or in on coming into 39. 43, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. That'll get him 12 laps to finish. Now I'm thinking Myatt swapped strategies, and now Hart's coming in with him. So Myatt did an excellent job saving fuel there. I think Myatt can make it to the end. It'll be close, but he can maybe make it. No, Myatt should make it to the end. Now you're seeing everybody coming on in. And had Myatt have tried something, or had Myatt had not done that strategy, Cooper Siren would still be behind him. Now it comes down to maybe tire strategy, maybe, but looks like Hudson's trying something, but it looks like these guys are going to make it on fuel the rest of the way. 12 laps is nothing. Now we're proving you just got to save. 12 laps is a fuel run if you're going flat out, or 11 to 12. 11 to 13, so you're right in the middle of being close on fuel. I have a feeling what Myatt's going to do is he's going to back off quite a lot here and do some pretty slow laps to ensure that he'll make the end. He's got a massive lead right now over Hart. Noah Hart, conversely, has to go really quick. He's got to play this game, this race now, really hard. Where's Brock, by the way? Did something happen to William Brock? Yeah, something must have. Yeah, Brock's got heavy left side damage, or has some left side damage. All right, Brock pitted the lap before Myatt and comes right off in front of Alex Allen, and Brock makes a rookie mistake there. Alex Allen didn't like that, and they both wreck. So William Brock tried a different strategy, gets owned for it pretty much, and well, he needs to learn how to merge out of the pits. He's had a thrilling race, but it doesn't look like it's going to pay off well for him today. Mechanical problems for Allie Nelson right now. Nelson has had a good race there on a strategy that looked like would work, at least over Myatt. And now, well, Allie Nelson isn't looking that strong right now. Her race went from good to bad to terrible. Tough break for Nelson. So now, we're going to look at lap times. A 15.6 compared to a 16.1. No. Myatt, right now looking at it, should be able to walk away with it now. Myatt has driven this race, thoroughly dominated this race. Similarly to how Jordan Davis did a couple of years ago. Jordan Davis came in here and smashed the field, and looks like Myatt's going to chalk up another Road Atlanta win at this rate. Not seeing much competition for him. Noah Hart's got to pretty much pray for a mechanical problem on that 9 car. Oral Reese has had a lot of trouble with lap traffic. Aaron Perkins now is back in this race. 13th position. Or, well, not back in it. She always was in it. I got her confused with Allie Nelson there. Perkins has been on a move. And Vincent Allen, who has tried his strategy, realized it's not working and pretty much pitted with everybody else. Realized that he won't get a jump there. Vincent Allen had a strategy possibly that could have won him the race, except the rest of the field caught on to it and adjusted their strategies accordingly. Myatt now is approaching the race record for speed. He's saved a little bit of fuel and now is just blasting away with it. He's doing 14.9. His fastest lap was, I believe, lap 2 or 3, where he did a 14.7. Looking a little further back, we'll see what Noah Hart's doing. Noah Hart's still doing 16s. And, well, Jake Baskinger now actually, I think, is going to try and play a little bit of a... Wait. Noah Hart's lost a couple spots. What? Jake Baskinger's in second and Jacob Hart's in third with Sean Angel fourth. What happened to Hart? Well, Noah Hart was battling with Roman Rahal, and, well, that happened. Roman, you've kind of been a nuisance today. You might just want to leave. You just pissed off Noah Hart. And they have a wood chipper in the infield, so I wouldn't be too happy right now if I were Noah Hart. He had second locked up. Now Kenny Myatt's really romping away with it. So it is now it's still Georgia 2-3 though, with Noah Hart gone. So 2 Georgia natives would be on the podium. Just Baskinger goes from third to second, and now Jacob Hart's on the podium. However, Sean Angel now is becoming a interesting threat for Jacob Hart. Angel is a little bit quicker than Jacob Hart right now. Well, Allie Nelson would get back out there. However, her engine would grenade, and actually Paula Thanos has a problem as well. Thanos. Actually, somebody else does too. Brock is back in pit road. So Thanos and Brock had a problem. Allie Nelson is going to pull off, I think, tried to get to the access road, but didn't. So William Brock had a mechanical problem also in this race, as did Paula Thanos. So they both aren't having a good run. So now we're starting to get to the mechanical portion of this race. And I'm interested because Henry Sanford now has run over to the Myatt pit box and is trying to learn as much as he can. Henry Sanford has been very interested in how to run this track, and Sanford got taken out pretty early on. So he's been trying to listen to the strategy calls that they're playing with this, maybe for next season. Who knows? Or maybe for Fort Skyline for that matter, because that's another track where Myatt could really pad a monstrous point lead if he does well at Fort Skyline like he has done in the past. Jacob Hart now is reeling in Jake Basking with only a lap and a half to go. Noah Hart actually has gained some time even with a damaged car. Sean Angel's fallen back a little bit. White flag though for Kenny Myatt. He has a nearly 15-second lead. Also looks like Nathan Hudson and Skylar Johnson must have wrecked James Shelley there. We kind of missed that one, but I think it was probably at the top of the hill. And it looks like it was at the top of the hill. I saw tire marks on the top. I'll try and see if we got anything. Actually, no, it might have been there. I mean, tire marks pretty prominent at that point of it as well. So, Myatt's pretty much romping away with it. Kenny Myatt has driven a thoroughly dominating performance here. He's going to chalk up another victory at Road Atlanta. One of the kings of this track. Outclassed everybody today. Myatt wins Road Atlanta. Second position is going to go to Jake Baskinger, it looks like. Jake Baskinger, the Georgia native. Best result ever at Road Atlanta for him. Rounding the final corner. Rounding for home. Second for him. Third for Jacob Hart. Good run for Jacob Hart. Sean Angel fourth. Noah Hart fifth. Nick Mace had an impressive run up to sixth. Cavagnaro seventh. McCain eighth. Vincent Allen on his crazy strategy that didn't exactly pay off. Ninth for him. Good showing by Vincent Allen despite a strategy not working. 10th for Arisu. 11th for Aaron Perkins. Looks like 12th might go to Henry Sanford here. Or, I'm sorry, that's Charles Sanford. Not sure what I meant there. He passed Martini on the last lap. Cooper Siron on the most crazy strategy at 14th. DJ Curtis is going to come home 15th. Maybe not come home 15th. He's got a... Why is he coming in pit road? Cody Lamas is going to come home 15th. 16th is going to go to Marion Sharot. 17th is going to go to DJ Curtis. Not sure. Oh, he had a mechanical problem. Okay. 17th actually went to Ike Durbin. 18th went to DJ Curtis. 19th went to Nick Pericles. And 20th went to Jessica Sheldon. Let's get down to your full finishing results. It's been a pretty good race here at Road Atlanta. Lots of strategy, lots of great racing. And wasn't your typical Road Atlanta race. Good win by the champion of this track, the best driver on this track, Kenny Myatt.